how do you do today? I'm back in New York City. Well, back in my New York City apartment. At least today was one of those days where I really didn't feel like 100% Sarah. And I was like meeting people, and it was a struggle. You know what they say about that forced positivity on YouTube. Sometimes you gotta have that can't talk forced positivity in real life. But honestly, feeling a little bit better now that I'm talking to my internet fam. This video is gonna be more of just sitting down and chatting. So if you want to see a little bit more exciting video, you can check out my latest video from Belize. It was very crazy. It was turned. So I've been getting a lot of questions in terms of what is next. If you are new around here, this past year I've had what is called the Adobe Creative Residency. Adobe is a company that makes basically all the products I use. What's up, New York? Adobe's a company who makes Premiere and Photoshop and Lightroom, so all the editing software that I use to create everything that I create. And so I had a year underneath them to just have the freedom to create. The Adobe Creative Residency basically provided me a salary for a year, that's over in April, to just create. It is anyone's dream job, and I think applications are still open right now if you would like to apply for this year's Adobe Creative Residency. And I will leave a link to that in the description below, but also a link to a Periscope that I answered all of y'all's questions on Twitter about it. But because that is coming to an end, a lot of you guys have asked me, what is next? What are you gonna be doing, Sarah? Money, that's a thing. You gotta pay rent somehow. Also, people have been like, Sarah, you should start a Patreon. When are you starting a Patreon? If you don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a site that you set up and say, for every YouTube video I make, you pledge like $1 or a certain amount, and then I give you extra things depending on that, or you just give me money every time I upload a video. And I don't know, something about that just makes me feel all like weird inside. I will never be asking you for money straight up for just a video. There are a lot of creators that I love on Patreon and actually support on Patreon, but for what I do, or just like, I don't know, me as a human, I just do not feel comfortable saying, hey, every time I upload a video, I want you to pay me money. But I think this is a great opportunity to kind of share what is on the horizon and kind of get on the same page. I think with my channel, I offer you a lot of entertainment, inspiration, even like education, and a lot of the creative stuff that I do. And I forever want to be doing that. And there's obviously going to be a lot of dope projects coming up that I'm so excited to share with you. But along with that, moving forward, I am going to be working with brands with stuff. And so at no point do I ever want to like ask you directly for money. Like, that makes me kind of feel uncomfortable, but hopefully you will understand that you know, during some videos there will be kind of like brand integrations. And I think literally in my next vlog, a company is sending me these 2 prints that I'm gonna put on the wall, and they're paying me to put it in my vlog. But it's never gonna be like one of those sketchy things like, oh, look at this thing in the background that I'm not getting paid for, but go to their website and use this 50% off discount. Like, no, I'm not gonna bullcrap y'all. Like, you're smart. I'm going to be upfront with every single brand opportunity I get, because that's just, I never want to be, you know, like sleazy. And we've always been honest with each other, and I think this relationship is the coolest relationship ever. And what is so cool about having something like the Adobe Creative Residency this past year is it gave me an opportunity to say no to a lot of people. And just honestly, for the past 6 months, I have been building these relationships with brands to where they're people that I actually want to work with, and they're companies that I actually use in my everyday life, and they're actually relevant to my channel, and it makes sense and it's not weird. So when those moments come up that I am working with brands, it doesn't feel weird, and it's, I don't know, I can just integrate it easily into my stuff, and at the same time it helps you, whoever you are. If you are interested in New York City, if you're interested in the creative fields as a filmmaker, photographer, entrepreneur, or if you're just interested in a human who wants a dope print to hang on their wall, these people that I'm working with, I can actually serve as a liaison to provide dope stuff as well. So what is next? You know, what is next for this YouTube channel? Sarah, how are you going to afford still living in New York City? So I have been able to build up this awesome YouTube channel, that it provides a means of influence, but I also make awesome videos. I think I'm a good filmmaker type. I don't want to say like filmmaker because that sounds fancy, but I make good videos. And so I really think I can use those skills and leverage them in different ways, whether it's working directly, like freelancing for companies and just making videos for them. Mostly making stuff that I truly believe in and that I'm hyped for, and hopefully integrating it with my YouTube and with all my other social medias and involving you guys, because that's what I'm passionate about, and that's what I freaking love it. And so I'm so excited for this next chapter of things. So I think it's gonna be a balance of, a lot of little things. Obviously, I can't survive in New York off of Google AdSense. That's, the ad revenue that you get from videos, but, I'll be working with brands, and I also really believe in my bigger projects that I do. So hopefully maybe taking my documentary series and really just like exploding those, and just working with different people, and maybe getting them off of YouTube, on different platforms, from the Amazon links that I have in my description below, where if you click on it, then maybe I get like 25 cents from that purchase, to my live streams that I'm about to start, to even like going to conferences or maybe like different people's shows and hosting things and being like, hi, I'm Sara Dietschy reporting live from, I don't know, that's kind of like a weird off thing, but I think could be a thing. I've never wanted to get into acting. I'm not very passionate about scripted content, or I don't even think, like, I'm not the actor type, but I think it would be really fun to do some like hosting of some type. I don't know, there's a lot of things, a lot of hopes and dreams, but I'm most excited to continue this relationship with you guys, and hopefully growing as much as possible, and just living that creative life with you guys. And yes, I'm stoked. I'm so totally stoked. And so if you are new around here and you're not familiar with what I have been doing, I've always been kind of vlogging and sharing my New York City life and the journey to here, but I also have different creative shows, and so that's going to be shifting a lot over the next few months. And so I have some exciting stuff coming up that I will be sharing with you, as soon as the next vlog. So yes, still gonna be interneting, making all of the videos, doing all of the things, and the residency is coming to a close, but that also means that a spot is maybe open for one of you guys who have some big hopes and dreams as a filmmaker or a photographer or as a designer. And so those links will be down in the description below, and I just want to take this time to say thank you for all of the crazy support you have shown me this past year. And I'm looking forward to this next year, but at no point am I going to be like setting up a Patreon page and asking you to like directly give me money for videos, because I've always seen it. I offer you a outpouring of value in terms of entertainment, inspiration, education, but all I want from return from you is just that view and that relationship, because it's the best. And every now and then maybe you might have to listen to a 20-second spiel about a brand that's sponsoring something, but I don't think that's that bad in terms of what I'm asking of you. And maybe down the road I'll have some merch, and if you're like a super peachy fan, you can buy a shirt or something, but yeah, that's kind of to the extent of that. So yeah, this was kind of one of those just like life update, answering the questions, the burning questions that have been on my Twitter feed and my Instagram messages. I just want to say thank you, give you some updates of what's coming up, and just kind of like level the playing field of what is gonna be going on, so we can kind of be on the same page. But I'm always so thankful for you guys for tuning in, for doing all the things, hitting that like button, leaving the comment, following me on the Twitters and Instagrams, but the biggest thing, just watching my videos. So thank you. Cannot wait for this kind of next chapter of life and bringing you on these crazy adventures, because some stuff is coming up. But thank you. Stay peachy. I'll see you on Wednesday's video. Okay, bye.